Hello, I'm Gareth and welcome to On Your Doorstep. We'll be investigating some local businesses right on your doorstep. I'm now joined by Hazel from Hazey Glass. Like the name Hazel, I think it's quite a catchy name.
Thank you.
But welcome to the studio. Can I just ask a question first of all? Tell me a bit more about Hazey Glass.
Well, I set Hazey Glass up when I finished studying at the International Glass Centre, which is in the West Midlands, and I returned to North Lincolnshire, and I wanted to work in glass after finishing my course, and so that's when I established Hazey Glass.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So what kind of like inspirations do you get then? What's made you decide to create your own studio and design all the glasses and things like that?
Yeah, well, I'm inspired by things around me basically. As I'm going through life, various things stand out, like the will to other people, I guess, and they go into my brain and are sort of filtered through and come out as different designs and glass. So.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I really like some of the ideas you've got here. I mean, especially this one here is like my favourite one out of all of them because it's quite a nice inspiration, I think. But can you tell me a bit more about the designs you brought along with you today?
Okay, the one that you were just pointing out, it's called Red City.
Right.
And it's part of a series really, because when I was at college in the West Midlands, there was a lot of high-rises around which are sort of alien to my home environment, and I became a bit obsessed with lights coming out of buildings and cityscapes in general. And so I started doing them at college, and then when I got home I continued doing them. So I really enjoy it because each one's totally different and you can sort of design your own city. And you know, so sorry. Yeah, it's a different city each time basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one here as well, this is another one of my favourites. I'll just is that the right way or is it?
No, if you swivel it round again, that's
it.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about this one then.
Okay. Well, that one that's made up of lots of sheets of glass to make one panel. There's about 7 sheets there, and on each layer of glass there's different colours and different patterns. And the inspiration for that one came from sort of just going through life, bobbing along through life, and coming across different obstacles, and just sort of, you know,
let's put it all into one. After
yeah.
I know what you mean. Oh, brilliant! So within your artwork, then, do you hold like open days for them to come and look? You know, public can come and watch your artwork and ask you questions about how it's all done and everything.
Yes, that's right. Well, I'm based at the Rope Walk at Barton. And there's 2 open studio weekends in which the studios there, all the artists are in their studios and they're open to the public, and the public's welcome to come round and have a look and ask questions. Mm-hmm. If people want to come and see me any other time, then they're welcome to do so too.
if the public wanted to find more information, where would they need to go and have a look?
On my website, which is hazeyglass.co.uk, and that gives my phone number and my address and email address as well.
Brilliant. Yeah. So with your artwork then, do you take it to local events or anything like that?
I tend not to, because I have done in the past, but I tend to find because my work's so heavy to carry about, and you have to set everything up at the beginning of the day, then pack it away at the end, it's a bit laborious. So I tend to sell my work through galleries and shops mainly, and also through private commissions as well. So that's what I do rather than lug it about.
Understandable. Understandable. It's more like, no, come to my studio and look at my work kind of thing.
If I was doing paper products, then I might be out there all the time at stands, but yeah, they're too heavy really to carry about. Yeah.
So what's the process then of the actual manufacturing, creating such beautiful artwork then? What's the process of it all? Every colour that you see on a piece of glass is a different piece of glass that's been cut out and placed onto another. Oh, right, okay.
So the actual process, it's called glass fusing or kiln formed glass, and it's basically assembling smaller pieces of glass to each other to make a bigger piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So as you can see on this one, I've started off with a white base panel, base piece of glass, and then I've cut out some yellow bits there to go, and then some dichroic yellow pieces as well to sit on top of those.
Lovely,
yeah, so there's lots of pieces of glass on there that's all melted together to make one bit.
I mean, they are extremely beautiful, all the pieces of artwork here we've got today, but are they all come in different sizes? You know, so obviously these are small ones you brought with you today.
Yeah.
But do you actually make bigger sizes in the glass?
Yes. Well, I make jewellery as well, so I start at very small pieces, but my kiln is 2 metres by a metre, so I can make anything up to that size as well, which is quite big for a piece of glass. So
you were saying more about jewellery. Do you actually make jewellery as well then out of glass?
Yes, I make pendants and earrings mainly, yeah.
I mean, I know there's a lot of women out there that would probably go mad about this, but do they actually come in big sizes then with the necklaces and things?
Well, I can make any size basically in in glass. So yeah, I make small ones because some people prefer small ones, and I make bigger ones because some people also like a bigger size. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. So with the glasses as well, I mean, like I said, they're brilliant. If somebody came to you and said, "Right, Hazel, I want you to make this glass for me. It needs to be like this. It needs to be like that."
Yeah.
Do you go, leave it with me? I'll see what I can come up with, and then do you then sell it to them, or is it more a bit like they ring you up and say, "I want this making. Would you be able to do it for me?"
Yeah. Well, what happens is people come along, and sometimes they have an idea of what they want, a very specific idea, and sometimes it's not actually possible, and sometimes it is. So if it's an idea that's possible and it's very specific what they want, then I could make that. But sometimes when people bring an idea along, the design might want tweaking, or I might see something that they hadn't thought of, which it might be better to add to it or take away from it. So it's a bit of an interaction between what the person wants and what I know is possible, and I would try.
So it's like a long process then.
Yeah, that's right. Because in the end, you want to make something that somebody's really happy with, and if you think you could add something further to what they've already thought of. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. And how do you see Hazey Glass progress in the future? What kind of plans have you got for Hazey Glass?
Well, I'm happy continuing as I am doing at the moment, really, which is selling through the shops and galleries and taking on commissions from companies and private people. But I think in the future I'm going to need to employ assistants, really.
Because you're getting busy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to employ somebody, really. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for dropping by for the chat.
Yeah, that's a pleasure.
It was very interesting, and I must say they're extremely, extremely beautiful
Thank you
pieces of
very
work.
much.
And it's a shame you couldn't bring such a big project so we can have a look at it. But
Yeah.
I say they're absolutely brilliant, but thanks again for dropping by for a chat.
That's a
And,
pleasure.
Thank you for watching at home. I'm Gareth, and you've been watching On Your Doorstep.